What's going on with everybody? It is your boy, Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Pink Dungeon, getting into your real raw rugged. And I am back in here with my favorite albums of 2023 top 30 list. Somewhat. I will tell you why it's somewhat. But before we get into this, I always like to preface these videos by saying that I absolutely suck at rating and ranking things. I've always been terrible at it. My number 13 could be my number 5 tomorrow. My number 5 could be my number 1. Like, these are not definitive. Literally tomorrow, the complete list will be different. So I try my best this year. Here is my top 30. Let's get right into it. Somewhat. The reason I keep saying somewhat is because this is really a top 26, but there's 4 albums that are not on the list that really should be on the list, but for whatever reason, they all have their individualistic reasons. I did not go back and listen to these albums enough. So, for example, Mick Jenkins' The Patience. So I heard this album one time because I kept hearing everybody talk about it and somebody asked me to review it, and I listened to it like later on and I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty good album. Like, Mick Jenkins is rapping really well. I never went back to it, and it wasn't because I didn't enjoy it. It's just because other things may have came out. I got busy. Like, I just didn't give it the proper listens that I would an album that I would review or I would put on here. So for that, I can't put this on the list. And if I did, it would probably be high because he was rapping really well on his album. Then we have Majid Jordan, Good People. Another album, or is it The People or Good People? See, that's what I'm saying. I think it's Good People. But either way, this is an album that I would have liked, or I did like, and it would have been on here, but I just didn't go back and listen to it because I was really impressed by this album. I was like, man, this is really good. I gotta go back and listen to this. But something else may have came out, or I got busy, or whatever. Like, this is one of the albums that slipped through the cracks that I did not get a chance to give a second listen to. Another one like that, well, a little different, is Sexy Red, Hood Hottest Princess. I've played so many songs individually from this album all the time. I'm looking for the pound time, I left pound time, or freaking ski when you see me in the club, say what's up, ski. You know what I'm saying? That was a fire song. Like, I love so many songs on this album, but did I go back and listen to this album like that? I didn't. But this album should be on here because I played so many songs. I just never listened to the full album more than one time, and that's on me. Lastly is Earl Sweatshirts and The Alchemist Vo Dire. Now, this is slightly different because when this came out initially on the NFT, I was sick. I couldn't do anything. I was in the crib dying, bro. I was going through it. And then when I seen it came out, I was like, okay, maybe this make me feel better. But I seen it was an NFT thing, and my brain just didn't understand. I was like, bro, my brain just need click, press, play. I was trying to figure out how to do the NFT. My brain would just, I had COVID, right? I was going through it. They would give me 2 minute steps at that time. I'm like, brother, there's too many words right here. Explain this to me like I'm 5 years old, and they were not doing that. So when it came out on streaming, I had listened to it and I was like, okay, this is okay. I thought it was like, this is cool. Like, this is a straight album. And then I listened to it again. I'm like, okay, I like this better. And just this past weekend, I listened to it for a third time full straight. I'm like, oh no, this is amazing. Like, this is really good. So I can't really rank this because I didn't give it the proper amount of listens because every time it got better and better. So who's to say if I had to listen to it more, this might be my album of the year. I don't know. I can't tell you. I have no clue. So that's why it's not on here. If it was, it'd probably be very high. So with that being said, let's get into the actual list. Those are albums that I guess you could say honorable mention somewhat, but it really would have been in the top 30. So yeah, and probably high. So with that being said, let's get into this doggone thing officially. With ranking in at number 26, which is GoldenBoy, The Joker. Now, when this first came out, I had a blast listening to this because he had so many references, and that was something that I feel like I haven't heard him do a lot. Florida rapper, by the way. I've talked about him so much on his freaking channel. I just assume everybody know who he is at this point. But Florida rapper from D-Land, and he just had so many references, and I feel like he hadn't really done that in his past projects, and I thought it was cool. Freaking, what that boy say, man? What that nigga say? He say, nigga came with me with all these propositions. Who you think he is, Joe? I forget the exact bar, but it was like a Proposition Joe bar from The Wire. He had so many just great sports references, movie references. Mic Drop is one of my favorite songs of the year. I've played that so many times, bro. I'm finna drop 8 on him. You know what I'm saying? What that boy say, man? Choke the crack out, he playing about my pape. What he say? What that nigga say, man? He say I'll fuck around and choke the crack out. He playing about my peep. He said something about Ice Cube. Who you think he is? NWA? I forget how he worded it. Fire song. Great album. And GoldenBoy did it again with the Joker. And then we have Rob 49 clocking in at 25 with For God 2. And this is an album that dang near could have fell into the I didn't listen to it enough, but I really started listening to it a lot towards the later year. And I'm a Rob 49 freaking stan. If anybody has seen my not my Astro World, but my Utopia review, you would know that he has one of my favorite verses on that album, and he didn't rhyme. Not one time. He did not rhyme one time. He breaks every conventional rule that a rapper should freaking follow and somehow makes it good. He's like Billy Woods if Billy Woods was from New Orleans. This nigga don't follow any rule that I would have for a rapper. This nigga raps so unconventionally, but it sounds so cool when he does it that I'm like, bro, this nigga ain't rhyme one word, but this was hard. I love Wody. Wody probably one of my favorite songs on here. Bunch of hits on this album like Mama. But yeah, man, Rob 49 is definitely one of the most just weirdest rappers out right now. Like I said, it's like if you put a slow nigga in the booth, it was like, hey, bro, figure it out. And you came out with Rob 49. Like, that nigga rap like he never heard a rap song before. It's amazing. Shout out to Rob, man. Love that guy. And then we have something, Channel Trez Real Cultural Shit, which is something that would have been much higher if it was longer. It's only 4 songs. 4 or 5 songs, if I'm not mistaken, but very, 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 very short. But it is so good. I played this so much. Usually albums with this length wouldn't even make it, but I played this so much, and I'm like, bro, I have to put this project on here because I really love this. And I talked about it on my underrated projects of the year. That all my life, I ain't nothing without you. Hey, all my life, hey, that boy was jamming on that. So I'm always looking for music with people jamming. And he jammed all throughout this little short project. Wish it was longer, which helps me to believe that he's going to put out a full-length project next year, and I am totally there for it. And then we got number 23 with Navy Blue, The Ways of Knowing. Now, this isn't my favorite Navy Blue project, produced by Budgie, by the way. Budgie, excuse me. And it's not my favorite Navy Blue project, but it is a doggone good project still. Budgie came through with some good beats. Pillars is a really good song. He showed me Kelly Moonstone, who I'm just blown away by. Kelly Moonstone, I'm like, bro, she rapping like, nigga, is this MC Light daughter, nigga? Who is this rapping like? She going crazy. I listened to this woman album. She sang it too. She is great. If you have not heard Kelly Moonstone, look her up. But yeah, man, I feel like that boy Navy Blue really did his thing with this. So yeah, Navy Blue, The Ways of Knowing. Y'all know how I feel about bro. I love his music. And came through with a solid project. And then we got number 22, an album that dropped actually pretty recently, which is Wizz Havin, Super Wizz. And I'm going to put the deluxe because the deluxe got one of my favorite songs. I love that deluxe. But yeah, man, Wizz Havin clocking in at number 22. Another Florida rapper who I really, really enjoy. He just super cool. You know what I'm saying? That beat on Money Fiend, that boom, 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 boom. Love that beat. What that boy say, that bitch tried to hit me with the Billie Jean. Hey, I like the way he rap. If you know Lil Tyler was heavily influenced by Wizz Havin. And that's what we kind of tailored his sound after. So the original Lil Tyler flow comes from Wizz Havin, and Wizz Havin is really, really good on here. New wave. I like the way he would just experiment with flows on that, with that serving J's and my MJs, make a profit in mics. You know what I'm saying? I hit the show last night and I was rocking the mic. Like, I like the way he put that together on that song. And just a very cohesive tape. I don't think it's better than his album last year that he dropped, Mr. Too Sticky, but still a very, 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 very solid effort. And then we got a Niontay Demon Muppy. Now, this is something that would have been probably higher too because I played it so much, but it's a very short project. But man, freaking, what else can I say? Another Florida rapper from Kissimmee, slightly different from the other Florida rappers I've been talking about. But man, just a good rapper. I found out about him this year when he dropped Thank Allah. Just been tapped in ever since. That freaking bro, that 2 a.m. Pete's, I love that he make music to like this album is really like 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 in the morning, just late night driving real fast type music. Like this is that type of music. This is like you can't hear this in your crib and really appreciate it. You need to play this at nighttime in the car. And I really feel that way about a lot of music that like you need to play this in a setting that it's meant for. If this is a dance album, you need to be at a club to really appreciate this album. If this is a, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you need to be in certain settings. This is definitely a car album. I absolutely love this. Ride with me is crazy. Baby, take that ride with me. Come take this stroll with me. Hey, that is my song. What do you say? My flight leave at 9:50. It's only 5:50. Hey, that nigga was sliding that, bro. That Demon Muppy that won, bro. That ride with me that won, but Demon Muppy is that one. But yeah, man. And then of course you got real hip hop with Earl, El Custo, and Mike. You want a what for the what? Oh shit, for surety. Hey, that boy Niontay was sliding. El Custo still got my favorite verse. That nigga El Custo say, "Stop what you doing. You know God don't spare the wicked." Hey, that nigga was going crazy. Shout out to them boys. Everybody did their thing on here. Mike did his thing. What that boy said, that boy said, he said, when I was in the car, nigga, you brought a what to the whip? But hey, we was literally in our interview talking about like having guns in New York will give you like a life sentence, bro. That nigga must brought a bazooka in the whip. That nigga said, you brought a what in the whip? You feel me? Earl said, what the nigga Earl say? What he say? Nigga sick. I am not a hypochondriac. Fire. Just a great album and a great song, man. Then we have Liv, Girl in the Half Pearl. Now, Liv is somebody who I've listened a lot to here and there, but I really, really tapped in with this album. That's kind of like when I'm like, oh, Liv is like really, really good. And from what I've heard, listen to her old albums, I think this is her best album. There's so many weird sounds here. She's always tried different weird sounds, but I feel like they really stuck on this album. A lot of people want to try to experiment, do different things that don't really kind of stick. And that was never the case with her. I just feel like she really perfected those kind of weird sounds, like songs like Clowns and stuff like that. Like things like that on here are crazy. Like Psilocybin is fire. On the top of my tongue. Hey, she was alright. I know that is true. Hey. Inside, I love that's my favorite song on here. And she really, really, really did her thing. So yeah, shout out to Liv, man. She's super duper talented. Like her voice is an instrument. I've heard songs like the song on the Earl album, Feet of Clay. Whatever the one is with Mavi. Or no, not the one with Mavi, but the one that's produced by Alchemist, the MTMOB or whatever the name of that song is. I thought that was a sample, nigga. They replayed it, I guess, and she sung the voice of the sample because they couldn't clear it. And bro, it literally sounded like somebody from the '60s. It was amazing. Shout out to her, man. Pray for the people. The way she was hitting them notes, oh my gosh, man. Shout out to my girl Liv, man. Then we got number 19, Robb Banks. I don't text back. I don't call. Another album that just, man, I played so freaking much. Like 3 of these songs are probably like in my like top 20 most played songs of 2023. And yeah, man, shout out to my boy Robb Banks, man. I've always given him credit for being just a great rapper. Hey, people kid when I say he's the best technical rapper ever from Florida. Robb Banks really holds it down. Really good rapper, and just really good music. I feel like he's in a second freaking like he's got like a second win. He's in a second renaissance. Go listen to Boss Do. It's on SoundCloud, maybe it's on YouTube, but it's on a mixtape he dropped a couple months ago, produced by Sango. Bro, that Sango beat is crazy, and just listen to how he's flowing on that song. Like Robb Banks has really tapped into a second renaissance in his career that I don't even know if he expected to have, but man, he is making some of the best music I've ever heard him make. And he's been he has like a 12-year career. So yeah, I'm loving everything Robb is doing right now, man. Shout out to Robb. And then we got number 18, Babyface Ray. My guy, man. Summer's Mine. Shout out to Babyface Ray. One of the more cooler rappers. Just cool cat. You know what I'm saying? You see Babyface Ray, that's all you can say, man, that's a cool cat right there. They don't even use that term no more, man. When you see somebody like Ray, you be like, man, that's a cool cat right there. And this is a very good album. And I was a little scared because not that I wasn't liking what he wasn't putting out, but I for sure wasn't liking it as much as something like Unfuckwittable or something like that. Like he's his past two projects. The project after that, I think that was Face, if I'm not mistaken, or Mob, or if the one after Unfuckwittable. That was straight. But the one after that, I didn't really like it too much. I did really like the song with King Hendrix and Samuel Shabazz. I think it was Wavy Navy Gang. That was fire. But yeah, I feel like he really came back to form on here. He was rapping like he had something to prove, like really rapping like he had something to prove on here. My Thoughts Part 4 is crazy. I don't see how anybody could. If you like hip hop, like if you're a hip hop fan, I only want real hip hop shit. Yes, that's that type of bag you in. If you listen to My Thoughts Part 4 and that does nothing for you, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, just a cool dude rapping about thoughts going on in his head, and like all them Detroit dudes can really rap like real hip hop, like rap type stuff. And Ray is not an exception. He's a really good rapper. Love the beats on here. All Star Team. That was like one of the first singles. And that bit had me grooving the first time I heard it. So yeah, man. Shout out to Ray, man. I love this guy. Number 17, Little Dragon, Slugs of Love. Shout out to the Swedes. Shout out to the Swedish people, man. They're it'd be funny. The white people that don't be from here be putting out some of the most grooviest music, man. Tame Impala, they be having you jamming, man. Slugs of Love got a little bit of everything. It's songs on here where you're jamming. There's songs on here that are a little slow. They got ballads on here. Like they did a little everything. The way they start off with Frisco with the "Man, too late, please say ooh, ba da bum ba dum ba 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 bum da dun dun. Take it from a song, a picture, and lives away, and around we go. Bro, she was sliding. I love this entire thing. Kenneth is definitely one of my favorite. Oh wow, it's definitely my favorite. But I would say one of my most replayed songs of the year. Yeah, man, Slugs of Love is something that I wasn't anticipating. Didn't even know they were dropping this year. But I always check them out. I've always been a big Little Dragon fan. And yeah, man, shout out to them. They did not disappoint. Like I said, the white people that are not from America are putting out some of the most grooviest music, man. That Kenneth is that rain clouds always pass. Rain clouds always pass, always pass. She was sliding on that. Yeah, shout out. I can't speak enough good words. Shout out to freaking Little Dragon. Then we got number 16, Musiq Soulchild and Hitboy. Now, Hitboy, man, I don't know how much I've talked about Hitboy in here, but I'm not the biggest Hitboy fan, to be honest with you. So when I seen this was coming out, I was interested still because I'm like, okay, I like Musiq Soulchild. Musiq Soulchild, somebody I've been listening to since I was a kid because my mom likes Musiq Soulchild. So I'm like, okay, let me listen to what they got going on. And boy, oh boy, did this exceed expectations, bro. The beat of a slow dance, cause my heart beats just as the space as a slow dance. Steady and slow like a slow dance. Hey, the rhythm of what did I say? The rhythm of my feelings beats back and forth like a slow dance. That is a song, man. Freaking just binging. I love the concept of that. Like you're just binging relationships and talking about like binge watching Netflix. Just like I said, there are some cool concepts on here. Yeah, man. I couldn't what's the word? I couldn't recommend this more, man. Cause you put on quite a show and it's time for the next episode. Boop 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 boop. And I'm in attention. We wasn't in love, I was just binging. Hey, that one Musiq Soulchild was funking this, man. Shout out to Musiq Soulchild, bro. Like I said, I couldn't recommend this more. Very good album, and shout out to Hitboy. He surprised me with this, man. He did his thing on here. Between Love and War, crazy. I mean, yeah, I can't. Once another album that I just cannot speak good things about more enough, man. Just shout out to them boys. Then we got something that I for sure was not anticipating because I've never listened to this woman before. It was my first time hearing her. I've heard about her plenty of times, and I've heard her big single that everybody knows. But I've never actually sat down and listened to an album. But I've always heard people say, "Man, she need to be like mainstream. She would have been way big if the people managing her did a better job." So I'm like, let me see what she hollering about. and that person is Tinashe with BB/Angel. So this was an album that I wanted to listen to because I always heard people say she would be a star if she had better management, or her label cared about her. So I'm like, okay, let me see what they're talking about. I agree. You feel me, man? I like that type of music, man. This is what I like right here, man. This is what I love. This would have been probably top 10 if this was a little bit longer, because every song on here that hey, do you love me right now? She slid on that, man. That needs. That's kind of, I see blowing up. I like that a lot. That tightrope is crazy. She slid on that. None of my business, or none of your, or no, yes, none of my business. That none of my business is fire, man. I mean, she did her thing. Right now. Hey, she slid on this entire thing, bro. This is like great pop music. Only way I could put it. Mixed with a little bit of R&B. So if that intrigues you at all, shout out to Tinashe. Go listen to that, man. Very, very good project. And then we go to an album that I reviewed, because we were talking about a lot of albums that I did not review. Lucki, man. Sex, Money, and Drugs. Man, this is, I feel like, one of Lucki better albums, bro. And I like Lucki a lot, but he really came through on here, man. What that boy say, man? That boy say, real deal junkie with the ceiling hand. I signed. What that boy say, man? That boy say, real deal junkie with the businessman. I done sealed the deal with the ceiling hand. What? Nigga, I shouldn't even be reacting like that to junkie bars, but that was crazy. That nigga say real deal junkie with a businessman. I done sealed the deal with the ceiling hand. Oh my gosh, man. That's crazy. But yeah, man, this entire thing, Chrome Denim, New York, everything on here, the song with Veeze, his beats, his ear for beats are just, what can you say? They're immaculate. He has some of the best beats in the game. Now, this is car music. This is 2 o'clock in the morning. You need a good car to go fast. You feel me? You go to, 0 to 50 in 0.9 seconds. Like, you're one of them type cars. This is definitely a sports car. You feel me? Hellcat type music right here. Good sound system in your car. This is one of them type albums right there. And if you haven't experienced an album like that and you have the chance to do so, I would say, because it is so meant for that type of environment setting. For sure, for sure. Good album. Brent Faiyaz, Larger Than Life. Now, I liked Wasteland. I liked his last album, R&B artist. Everybody should know who Brent Faiyaz is at this point. But I didn't love it. It definitely was something that I really liked, though. I can't say I loved it, but I really liked it. Now, I think I love this album. One thing that is really lacking after I reviewed it, but one thing I didn't really talk about, but it's kind of lacking that I listen to it more, it doesn't have the greatest songwriting on here at all. Not that he's known for super duper great songwriting, but he has a lot of lines that stick in my brain that are just kind of relatable. Just the classic, I almost fell in love with you after the club last night. You feel me? That's a great opening line. But he doesn't have a lot of that on here, which is lacking. But he really, really, really makes up with it with the production on this album and the melodies. They are all so addicting. Freaking Last One Left. I love that song. The song with A$AP Rocky and I forget the chick name who was singing, but she did her thing with the "Tell me how you really feel." She did her thing. But yeah, everything on here is just so addicting. Where you at? Yeah, like I said, he really came through what I feel like some of his best melodies of his career. The Moment of Your Life, Coco Jones, Baby Girl, man, she was cooking that when she the moment of your life, where she was going in, because the Brent part is okay. This is cool, you know what I'm saying? Something you can vibe to. When I threw my hands up like I was in church. You hear me, boy? Coco Jones is a talent, and she did a thing on here, man. Shout out to Coco Jones, and shout out to Brent Faiyaz. Great. I would say great album because I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me. Don't really, but I liked it a lot, man. And then we go to number 12, which is Shame, Food for Worms. Now, this is an album that, once again, I found out about because I was looking through the Apple Music, like, hey, this released today. And I never do that ever. But after finding this album, I started to do that almost every week because I was like, I just need to make sure I'm not missing out on anything because I had no idea who Shame was, what type of album this is going to be. The album covers looked interesting. So I'm like, okay, it says alternative. I don't know what I'm about to press play on. And there's so many cool things on here, bro. You got ballads on here. You got just straight classic rock type songs on here. It's like punk influence on here. This is a really, really good album. Burning by Design. I mean, 'cause you could change it, boom, doo, doo. 'Cause you could change it, boom, doo, doo. Six Pack. I mean, the guitar just coming in, just with straight ruthlessness. I mean, that guitar solo at the very beginning of that Six Pack is nuts. This album makes me happy, bro. You feel me? It puts me in a really good mood every time I think about this album, and I couldn't recommend it enough for anybody who's into that type of music. It is very, very good. And then we go to the next one, which we're 25 minutes in. Maybe people have cut it off. This is a very long video. People probably don't even want to hear me say what I'm about to say. I know I'm going to get, how did you put this over this album, that album? Shut up. I like this album a lot. I play this album a lot. I've been out the closet about being a fan of this person. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was low-key with it. I was like, I'm going to just come all the way out with it. Harlow, Jackman is my 11th favorite album of the year. I don't care. I play this album so much. Ambition is a great song, bro. Ambitious, 14-year-old. Bro, I love this album. I can't lie. Gang Gang is a weird one. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I know what he was trying to do. You feel me? But it was a little, it was something. You feel me? But other than that, bro, I could play this back to back. Denver is great. No enhancers. I love no enhancers. She ain't got no enhancements. Hey, she ain't got no enhancements. Yeah, my baby, see the raddest. Hey, she don't got no. I love that, man. She don't even know her daddy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I just like Jack. It's something about Jack that I'm like, I feel like he could be great. He could be really good. I'm not gonna say great, because I don't know if he has that potential to being great. That was a very hard, very big words. But he could be really good, man. Like, he knows how to rap, bro. That song with him and Dave, oh my gosh, man. He was talking on that, bro. Like, that new song. I can't wait till the new album come out, because he 2 for 2 in my eyes. You feel me? With these new singles, man. The Dave song, and then you got the I don't get no whips and chains, but you can tie me down, because you can put your loving on me. Hey, that nigga was sliding on that, man. What that boy say, man, they love me in the D like I'm Skilla Baby, man. Shout out to my boy Skilla Baby. I like this. I like Jack Harlow. I'm sorry. I didn't listen to the last album because I heard it was bad, and I was like, I don't want to hear that. But I did listen to Jackman, and I'm very, very much anticipating what he's going to put out next with this new album. Because I did like the album where he's in the car. I forget what the name of the album is. But yeah, I thought that was like a very solid debut album. It wasn't perfect or anything, but it's like, okay, this is a good major label debut album. All right, and then we go to my top 10. Let's do this, man. King Krule, Space Heavy. I reviewed almost all of these albums that are in here except 2. But Space Heavy is I mean, come on, bro. It's King Krule. What do you expect me to say, man? King Krule does it again. I thought King Krule was Australian this entire time. He's from London. Did everybody know that? I don't know why I thought he was Australian. But either way, very, very good album. Yeah, man. I don't know. I've reviewed the album. I don't want to talk about it too much. You haven't. I'm not wanting to go, hey, go give me a view or whatever. But literally, if you want to hear me talk about this album, go just look at the review. I've reviewed almost all of his like newer albums. So yeah, man, I love King Krule, and he did what I thought he would do, really even better. He experimented with different sounds that he hadn't last time, or he hadn't in the past, and I thought that was impossible because this man rapped. Did damn near R&B songs, rock songs, jazzy songs, you feel me? And Biscuit Town. You feel me? So yeah, and he's just still innovating. So yeah, shout out to my boy King Krule. And then we go to the man who's never made a bad album. And in my opinion, he's never made a bad song. And I've heard them all. I've heard every song he's put out to the public. Every single one. I'm not kidding when I say this. I've heard every album and every single song he's put out. And that's Jeff Rosenstock, man. Hellmode, bro. Did I review Hellmode? I don't think I reviewed Hellmode because I think I was sick when it came out. It's a bunch of stuff that came out when I was sick. But boy, yeah, I mean, Jeff Rosenstock, I've always, it's one of my favorite artists of this since of the freaking century turn, the 21st century. Jeff Rosenstock has quickly became one of my favorite artist, bro. Like, I love Jeff Rosenstock. Talk about fun music. I mean, freaking Jeff Rosenstock, bro. Like, this Hellmode is crazy, bro. You got to chill out with the doubt, the doubt, the doubt. You gotta chill out with the doubt, the doubt, the doubt, bro. I love this, bro. Like I said, Like You Better is crazy. The Future is dumb. Graveyard Song in 3 Summers is a great closeout to that album. Like I said, this guy just doesn't miss. Like, he's just literally never put out a song that I didn't think was good. I love Jeff Rosenstock, and he's forever going to be on my best albums on your list because the dude doesn't miss, man. He's great. Then we go to 8. Veeze Ganger. Ganger was a album that people have been anticipating since like 2020, bro. Veeze Ganger is it's something that I feel like everybody, because it was almost like expectations are this high. How can you meet these expectations? Somehow Veeze did. I don't know how he did, but he did. And once again, our Veeze album, I've talked about this a lot on this channel. No Sirski is one of my favorite rap songs of the year. Just so many bars. That what that boy say, man? That boy say, brick a grade through the mail, let's address the elephant. That's crazy. That's insane, man. You feel me? He said he was the first nigga from his hood to get jet lag. Stuff like that's nice. You know what I'm saying? What'd he say? He said everybody thought he was Wilt. He said he dropped 100, so everybody thought he was Wilt's son, like Otto Porter Jr. That's a great bar. You feel me? Otto Porter Jr., basketball player who looks just like Wilt, who people said was Wilt Chamberlain's son. Just great, bro. Just great. Like I said, if you want to hear my more in-depth review on that, just go watch the review. I've reviewed almost all of these. Just like the next one, freaking Noname Sundial, man. My girl, man. Shout out to Noname. I always will be Noname's PR. You feel me? Literally one of the coolest people I've interviewed. Such a nice person. Still talk to her like she's like a very, very just sweet soul. Like, I love Noname, man. I want to read a book with her. You feel me, man? I need to join the book club, and you know what I'm saying? Because I need to get in my book reading bag. So shout out to Noname, man. Go check out the interview if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? Go check out the album first. If you don't do anything, go check out Sundial. Sundial has some of her best melodies. I love when she sings. Some of her best rapping, if you ask me. But yeah, man, go check out my girl Noname. She is super duper good. And I don't know why I'm saying this. If people watch this don't know who that is. But yeah, go check out the album. I would say go check out our interview next, because the interview is, man, literally probably like my top 3 interviews ever, if you're being honest. Great interview. Then we got Kelly Moonstone, I Digress. Wow, an album that I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know. Who's Kelly? What is this? I mentioned her earlier on the Navy Blue album. Kelly Moonstone, I Digress is something that I played way more than I thought I would. Sinner is crazy. You know what I'm saying, man? Psilocybin is crazy, man. The outro, I Digress, is crazy, man. What she say? I'm so ready for love. Elan's oboe. And undeniable. Boom, boom, boo, doo, doo, doo. She is so good. And she's producing a lot of this album. And not only is she rapping, she's singing. Kelly Moonstone is somebody who has like a Jill Scott meets like modern day MC Lyte type like person. You feel me? She's Jill Scott, MC Lyte in one, because when she raps, it just feels so hip hop. Like, I don't know, MC Lyte is just one of the most hip hop sounding people. I was gonna say women. She one of those hip hop sounding people. Like, when I hear MC Lyte on I Want to Be Down, oh my gosh, bro. She's like, I ain't afraid of the sweat. Like, the way she sounded on I Want to Be Down remix, which is, by the way, one of the greatest remixes in remix history, which I may have to make a video on why I love that song so much. That is a perfect song. I absolutely love that song. Either way, go check out Kelly Moonstone, I Digress, if you want to mix between MC Lyte and Jill Scott, and it's in my 6th spot for a reason. It is really that good, and she produces a lot of this. Like I said, she got a beat from Navy Blue on here. I mean, yeah, man, she did her thing on here. I super duper promise, bro. Baby hairs. I mean, oh my gosh, man, Kelly did a thing on here, boy. Kelly, I'm so ready for love. You feel me? I love that, man. And then we go to, man, another album that I wish I reviewed. I may interview him because I got to make up for not reviewing this. But Jameson's Soft Spot. Oh my gosh, man. This is Jameson best out. Jameson got some fire. You've some fat. That boy got some fire. This album better than all of it, bro. Soft Spot alone, the way it starts off as a slow type of dreary song. You feel me? It's like minimal instruments in the background. I want to know and I to know. You starving, you soft spot. Is that bro? This nigga out of nowhere, nigga, the beat to sound like goddamn Tootsie Roll start playing, bro, and he just starts sliding over it and say you got a soft spot, hey, for me. You say you got a soft spot, hey, soft spot for me. What a song, what an album. Cherry Pop is nuts. Cherry Pop is damn near like a punk song, and then you got something like freaking, like I said, Soft Spot, which is, I don't even know what that is, because it starts off as a whole different type of song, then transitions to like a damn Tootsie Roll type beat. You know what I'm saying, bro? Everything he did, country, he did like a damn near like a country song on here. He tried a little bit of everything. Everything stuck. Mind blowing, bro. One of my favorite albums of the year. This could easily be my album of the year. Chef's kiss. Shout out to my boy JMSN. He did his Thug Thizzle on here. Then we got Mike Burn Desire, another artist that I interviewed this year. We talked about this album a lot, bro. But man, this is some of his best production, if you ask me. Like, man, he put his foot in his production. DJ Black Power did his thing, man. You feel me? He really put his foot in here. And me and Alphonse actually talked about it. I was like, where did I talk about this at? Me and Alphonse talking about this on our little breakdown of 2023. And set the mood, bro, that I set the mood. You feel me? And then it speed up with the I set the mood, bro. He slid on that beat. Burning Desire. I love that. Oh, I'm burning for you. That beat is crazy. Muscle Beach is different for him. What else we got on here, bro? African Sex Freak Fantasy. Ridiculous name, but what a beat. Please Don't Cut My Wings with Earl. I mean, oh my gosh, bro. He really did his thing on here. That Should Be. I don't even know what that is. That's not even, like I told him, that's not even a rap song, bro. He was like, it's on a rap album. Got a rap song. I was like, nah, bro. You just produced the doggone. I don't know what this is, bro. This needs to be like a score in a Scorsese film or something. This is nuts. Shout out to Mike, man. Can't talk about Mike and just praise him enough. Now, these next three albums, they literally could like interchange. Like a lot of these can, but these really could just like be album of the year. Number 3 could be 1. Number 2 could be 3. Like, this is just depending how I feel in the day. This is how I feel today. And this album right here is something that came out literally like the day of, I think the day of I got sick. So when I listened to it, I couldn't review it, and I should have just reviewed it late. I've contemplated on doing it because, bro, this could literally be my album of the year, depending on the day. Zack Bryan is country album of the year. You feel me? By the way, Mike is rap album of the year. All these next albums are not rap albums at all. Zack Bryan, bro. I'm so mad I have not got a chance to talk about this album. So, excuse me, I know this video is already long, but I just kind of want to talk about this in a little bit of detail. Freaking take me down a road that's a little bit windy, to a place they still put sugar in their iced tea, where the women are fine and the love is fair. Hey driver, you could drop me off anywhere. Hey driver, I've been wondering, I'm in a fire with God. Bro, this album, bro, the Carolinas Reaping. Bro, this is literally, I'm lost for words, bro. I have been looking for a new country artist that I could be a fan of. Zack Bryan is my guy, bro. Zack Bryan is one of them ones, bro. Summertime's close, bro. Freaking Holy Roller. I ain't never been a holy roller, but I found God in your eyes. Hey! Everybody, what that nigga was slide like that? That boy say, I ain't never been a holy roller, but I found God in your eyes. I might review this. I might, bro, because this is so good, bro. Overtime. The Fear and Friday's poem at the beginning. Oh my gosh, bro. What that boy say, man? That boy say, I ain't never been baptized in water as cool as you. Bro, this entire thing, bro. Fear and Fridays, the song, Jake's pianos, Tourniquet. Oh my gosh, bro. I absolutely love this. East Side of Sorrow. I don't know if I talked about that, but that's one of them ones, bro. That is one of them ones. Bro, that boy say, 18 years old, full of hate. They ship me off in a motorcade. They say, boy, you're gonna fight a war. You don't even know what you're fighting for. I lost friends in the August heat. At night, it was God I'll always meet. I said, Lord, won't you bring me home? I got women in the West, I don't want to home. Bro, that nigga was sliding on here, bro. And I lost you in the waiting room, sleeping there for a week or two. Doctor said he did all he could. You were the last thing I had was good. So I walked miles in the towards the street, light in the east, building out of ease. 6 a.m. and messed up again, asking God where the hell you been. Bro, what? Bro, I love this album, dog. I'm done. I just had to talk about it because it's the only album in the top 3 that I did review. And I really want to talk about it more, but I'm going to stop myself. What a freaking country album, bro. Great songwriting. You feel me, bro? Great production throughout. I mean, just honest songwriting, and I love it, bro. Vulnerableness. It's what you want out of a great country artist, bro. You want vulnerableness. You want honesty. You know what I'm saying? You want some songs about drinking beer. What? You feel me? 1 beer, 2 beer. What? 3 beer. What? You feel me? You need that, man. So shout out to my boy Zack Bryan. I can't implore you guys enough to listen to that album. I'm done. Number 2 is Sampha's Lahai. I reviewed this. I told you how much I love this. I love Sampha. This is arguably his best album. It's his most upbeat album. I can't even say best because he really don't miss. You feel me? When he shoot, it is nothing but net. Some niggas may not miss, but they use every part of the rim. They using there. He don't even need the backboard. He hit nothing but net every time. So yeah, Suspended is crazy. I think I found about that a lot of the album review. Suspended. I've been tempted for your love. Bro, I love that. Like I said, I could talk about this album all day. You guys know how much I love that album. I talked about it a lot. So I'm not going to hold you, but I will end it with this right here. What do you think my number 1 is? If you haven't already cheated and looked and you stayed this far, this is going to be a long video. So if you have stayed this far, shout out to you. You feel me? If you stayed this far, actually comment and let me know because I'm actually curious who stayed this far. But what do you think number 1 is? I will tell you right now. It is Paramore. This is why. Fantastic, bro. And this is somebody who's never heard Paramore before. I know who they were, obviously. But, bro, like I said, bro, I've just, nobody around me playing Paramore. I just wasn't exposed to it. Seen their name, just never listened to them. But they really did their thug thizzle on here. I could go on and on and on. But that is something that you should actually go watch that review of because I was having a lot of fun reviewing that album. So, yeah, man. This is why I don't leave the house. Great album. So, yeah. That is my top 30, brother. You know, I hope you enjoyed it. Go listen to Zack Bryan. Zack Bryan. That self-title is something else, man. So that is it for the year. Next video will probably come next year. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel in 2023. Until next time, I say what I mean. I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate. Players gonna play, man. Y'all holla at your boy now.